Welcome. You have to figure out which one of these mascots is moving its mouth. That's me.
And we are indeed back. Welcome. Slightly early, I'm going to say. We definitely got on before 11 p.m. program time, so I'm going to call that an early show. You can call it what you want, Carl, but to me that's
Hey, Mountain Time, we're before 8:30 even.
We are.
Look at us go.
Yeah.
We don't have any fun stuff for you to see besides some coloring that Tristan did, so I'm going to let him do that while I work on stuff behind the scenes.
We have some top 25s, so that's very exciting. Let's get going here first. These are the others receiving votes in the top 25, which gives you absolutely nothing. So congratulations, you were almost in the top 25. That is
congratulations, you get nothing.
Exactly. ASU, probably the coolest helmet I've ever made. UCF, UCSD. I'll get that right every time this year for sure. North Carolina State and the Hypnotoad. Next up, we have the Washington Huskies. My Husky is asleep. Otherwise, he would be making an appearance. We have Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, South Carolina, and Michigan. That's 2 C3 teams. How about that? Go C3 representing. 20 Texas, 19 Notre Dame, doing much better here than they are in real life. Sucks to suck for Notre Dame fans. Nebraska, who I don't know if any of you knew this, they played Colorado a couple weeks ago. Real close game. Went super well. Alabama, that is Vanderbilt at 16. Reigning national champion Minnesota coming in at 15. Number 14 is the basketball playing school of North Carolina.
But Minnesota didn't win the NFL side, did they?
No, Georgia won the NFL side.
Of course they did.
Hence the national champion, not the Super Bowl champion.
I heard he was driving a little fast too while intoxicated.
Just a little bit. I think we were at South Florida 13. Clemson, number 12, despite not bringing in any transfers in real life or in the program. Number 11, UCSB. Oh, I didn't start us with a trivia, but a fun trivia question is there are 4 schools at the FBS level that did not bring in a transfer. It is Clemson and what 3 other schools? They all have something in common, which should make it very easy for everyone. But as you're trying to think super hard on that fantastic trivia question, number 10 is the Florida Gators. Number 9, the Oregon Ducks. Matt, you got it right. It is the 3 military academies. So Clemson's doing something right in the sense that they're doing everything wrong in the transfer portal. Number 8, Woo Pig. Number 7, that is FAU. Number 6 is the Lonely Trees of Stanford. Number 5, Toot Toot for the first time this year.
Toot Toot.
Number 4.
Turn around that program.
That is Texas Tech. Go Red Raiders. How about us?
Pew pew.
Pew pew for life. Number 3, the back-to-back Super Bowl champion Georgia Bulldogs. Number 2, the Auburn War Eagle Tigers. Lion, Tiger, War Eagle, oh my, whatever their slogan was. I don't remember, but we'll get back to it. And number 1 couldn't show up because he was too busy celebrating being number 1 in his hungover, probably.
Hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot, the Rice Owls. Congratulations to Nathan for being number 1. He was so excited he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Moving over to the college side, the others who almost beat the number 1 team, that is 5 helmets for Texas Tech. I receive absolutely nothing, but I made the graphic and I wanted to have my team on it. So there we go. Once again, the others receiving votes received nothing, but you're much closer to making the top 25 than I am. So that is Florida, South Carolina, North Texas, Penn State, and Hute Rice. 25 through 21 is Cal, Pitt, Virginia Tech, USC, and Georgia Tech. We have Ohio State cracking the top 20, Florida State at 19, which again, in our college side, doing much better here than they are in real life, crushing that 0-3 record. How about those
BJU
outside of Miami? Florida State and Florida looking like Colorado and Colorado State of a few years ago.
Still Colorado State.
Yeah, still Colorado State for sure. Sucks to be a CSU fan. Number 18, that is Maryland. 17 is Wake Forest. 16 is FAU. I believe that is both top 25s for FAU. Congratulations.
Some other NIL and some hype.
Mm-hmm.
Guys want to know what you have? TBD.
Number 15, the UCLA Bruins. They went to Jared. 14 is Wazoo. 13, Texas. 12, brand new, first time ever in the top 25, the University of Kentucky.
Go Cats.
The Lonely Tree of Stanford is once again number 11. I think they were 11 in the other one also.
I love the helmet because it makes him look like he has a chipped tooth.
It does, which, I think that makes it just that much better for Stanford. Number 10, number 9 is LSU. Carl, congratulations at number 8.
Yeah, we should have won.
Number 7 is Indiana. Number 6 is Vanderbilt, also in the top 25 of both. I know there's been a few other teams, but number 5, the Cougar Life Nation of Houston. Number 4 is USF, also in both top 25s. Georgia in, I believe, the top 5 in both, which is just, I'm going to say, much better than Texas Tech is doing.
Yeah, sanctions are coming.
Yeah, there's got to be some shady stuff going on. Like, I don't think there's anybody watching how they drive down there, at least not in the program. But that's some serious firepower down there. So somebody's going to have to knock Georgia off their pedestal. Number 2, that can't be right. Notre Dame in the top 2 teams in college football. Must be preseason ranking. That's the only time they're ever that high, right? But congratulations. And number 1, who lost this week and then didn't after a stat correction, and then there was another stat correction that made them win by more. And then I don't know if you noticed this, but Wisconsin, there was another stat correction today, which took away points from you, but not enough to give me the win. So sucks to suck for Texas Tech. And that is our top 25 for both.
All right, now we got to kick it off with a little C3 action. Let me see if I know how to present. Share screen.
I will remind you all that C3 is the best conference in the program. And if I lose recruits, I will never forgive you that were in on them with me. If you're wondering why this is not the fancy looking
we wanted a throwback Wednesday.
It's like, way back Wednesday, throwback Thursday, whatever you want to call it. But mostly it is the 2 non-app building people running the show. And so we're doing it this way.
This is how we know how to do it. Don't worry. We got proper numbers from the app builder.
We
himself.
did. And we wanted to go with such a throwback that we are doing Bo Jackson first, who
Yeah.
has got to
And
be
this,
ancient at this point for a college football player.
he somehow got extra eligibility. Tristan, can you start a chat in the Discord and then just post who goes where
Yes,
for
I can.
Nathan? You can actually post it in general too. Then everybody can see. All right.
We'll do exactly that.
You get Bo, Cleveland. Name that movie. So we got
Draft day.
Wisconsin, Vandy, and UCSB in here. Lots of balls floating around.
3.
It is not Wisconsin. Oh, I feel
2.
so bad for them.
1.
Congratulations, Sal.
UCSB.
All right, UCSB gets Bo. Will this switch for me? No, this is going to be a blast. We need to stop sharing this screen.
Can you share your whole monitor instead of and that way you can
Maybe this will work
all in
better.
different tab or in different windows.
There we go. All right, you got Bo to UCSB. I can close it.
Yep.
All right, next up, Vernell Brown III, signing between UCF, LSU, and SMU, who's got a new coach this year.
We do.
Not a new recruit.
Start.
Not to UCF.
LSU.
Go Tigers! See, I can't get it. That was Nathan. It wasn't me.
I learned today that Colin is a noted Colorado football hater.
I'm sorry. We will re-roll this one.
Yeah, so awkward.
Vernell Brown headed to the Tigers.
Congratulations,
This
Colin.
is also Conference 3. All right. We have in on Caleb Cunningham, a wide receiver headed to Alabama, I believe, in real life. Tied between TT, Oregon, UCSB, and Georgia Tech.
This is where the hurt begins.
I'll just get it out of the way. Oh, Uxba is out. The Ducks are out.
Oh.
So are the Red Raiders. Georgia Tech, the favorite. As you can see, these odds are quite close. Basically, if you look, it'd be 27%, 22, 25, 25. It's the only time I'll go over it. You have to be fast enough next time. All right. This is also in Conference 3. In on Julian Lewis, who is a quarterback. North Tejas, Texas Tech, and the Ducks.
Going to the University of Colorado.
He's not going to North Tejas or Texas Tech. He is going to be a Duck. Quack, quack. Hopefully he can help them win a college football game.
Well, this was a fun show, guys. Time to go.
Oh, don't worry. We got more for Conference 3. They have the most roles this evening. Next up, Kalik Lockett. Signed between Georgia Tech, Uxba, Michigan, and Oregon. First one out, Georgia Tech, because they just got a recruit, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oregon's also out because they got a commitment. So is Michigan. Uxba with 2 recruits this evening. Let's see. Do we have any solos in this conference?
There were 2, I believe.
Let's see if I can find them.
Yeah, there were 2.
Conference 4. All right. Vanderbilt gets Rodarius Jackson. That's Bo's cousin. And Georgia Tech gets Lotzier Brooks. Yep, Lotzier. Everybody knows him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on to Conference 4. In Conference 4, we do have a couple solo commits. Javan Boggs is headed to Florida State to hang out with Coach Bond. And Kentucky pulls their first recruit with Coach Roberts, Anthony Rogers. Mr. Rogers. And I believe this is the only role for Conference 4. So we have in on Caleb Cunningham, Maryland, or whatever. Auburn.
The school that shall not be named.
It's on their helmets is or whatever, so that's what I use.
It is.
No Terps.
Oh, no.
No Ole Miss.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to or whatever. Also known as Baylor.
Like I said, this is where the show gets real fun.
Yep. All right. That is Conference 4. Yes, I think we do get our lineage trees from Austin and Colin. They're known as the lineage experts, so we
They
just go
are.
we go to them.
They
All
are
right, now
known
we're
actually
into
as Ancestry and .com. You can
campus to
decide
canon
who is who.
ancestry.com. All right, in conference 1, we just have 2 roles. Coconut smoothie bowl. It's too late for that. It's too late. All right, Deuce Knight. Deciding between Stanford with an F, Oklahoma, Pitt, The Ohio State University, and Tejas. I love all these ads that keep popping up on the screen. We need an ad blocker.
Need
Pay your
some
dues
touch
so we can get an
handles.
ad blocker. Also, now I see why he wants a smoothie. There's Dairy Queen on there. All right, Ohio State is out. Pitt, out. Texas, gone. Stanford, the favorite, out. Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. Deuce Knight is going to Oklahoma for now.
Dun, dun, dun.
We will talk about that briefly before we get to the end of these rolls. You can see the ticker up top of how many we have left. All right, next up, Tavian St. Clair.
Between I believe is how it's pronounced.
Oh, St. Clair?
Yeah.
Kind of like Charles Leclerc.
Mm-hmm.
Stanford, Oklahoma, the Ohio State University, and the real USC. Go Cox. Don't clip that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Stanford. No. Oklahoma, no. I don't even know who the last team was. Ohio State. Congratulations, Matt. Show up to our next show, please. We need help. All right, Tavian St. Clair headed to the Ohio State for now. When it comes to steals and locks, once the person responsible for getting hype and NIL in order gets those numbers to you, they are the commissioner never shows up. Then we will start having steals and locks. But until that time, nobody can steal your players because you can't lock them. And you will continue to accumulate NIL and hype over the 100-point threshold until you're able to start spending.
And then you will no longer be able to have over 100 hype.
Yeah, it'll cap at 100 after that time. So spend freely later. Harlem Berry. This is Conference 5. The Babies. And they have 3 roles tonight. This guy's ranked 19th overall according to our recruit rankings that we definitely get from Campus to Can. Houston, Northwestern, and the Golden Gophers in on this one. Northwestern N is out. Minnesota's out. Houston gets Harlem Berry. I believe he's the running back headed to LSU in real life. It's supposed to be pretty fast. Oh no, I didn't name this player.
Well,
all right. Player to be named later is deciding between Indiana, Wake Forest, Arizona State, Minnesota, and UCSD.
Do you know
also
who
known as Caleb Cunningham. Yeah.
Okay.
I like player to be named later more. Especially whoever watches the show on silent, they'll have no idea who we're rolling.
That is very exciting. Crash bang boom.
Oh my goodness.
If you're wondering, there is the closest Jack in the Box.
Let's just say my dog isn't the brightest.
Your dog is not a fan of players to be named later, I think is what we can all agree upon.
Yes. The best part is nobody knows who he's going to, and my screens are black right now.
Well, we see a Jack in the Box ad.
Okay.
So you're crushing it.
That is the closest one, Jack in the Box.
There we go.
Hey, we're back.
He's back.
All right, let me just get this on the right screen. Okay, so we have these teams narrowed down. For Caleb Cunningham, I'm guessing you can figure out who got him. It's the favorite, Indiana. Gets player to be named later.
All right.
That was wonderful. That was a true joy.
That
Whatever
was
just happened there.
yeah. Everybody's knocking off the preseason rust.
Hey,
Hey,
and my
and it made
camera
your
just
camera
ran.
work.
It did.
Thanks, dog.
Yep, he knew what to do. All right,
Mhm.
Caleb Cunningham, check. Moving on, we have Bryce Underwood, the number one recruit in our ranking system, a quarterback out of the state of Michigan, headed to somewhere down south. Definitely not going to Michigan State in real life. All right, deciding between Wake Forest, UCSD. What do we got? Stab, and Sporks Fork.
Yeah.
Houston and Indiana.
Fear the
I don't know
spork.
which one's. I don't know which one's which.
I don't either. I don't remember. I think ASU was Fear the Spork.
Oh well, they're in last.
It's not a very scary spork.
Can Indiana pull off 2 in a row?
Da-da-da.
Oh, Indiana gets Bryce and Caleb.
Must be nice to
anybody wants to go
win.
to Indiana, but
They've been watching
all
the
right.
numbers going up on College Football 25.
That must be it. All right, we
All
are on
right.
to Conference 2. Georgia does get a solo recruit, James Simon, the 54th ranked recruit. Nobody else wanted him. Georgia will
Pronounced
take him.
James.
Oh my gosh, I really got to work on these pronunciations. All right, George McIntyre decided between Rice and Tennessee. I couldn't figure out the last name saying it any different. He's going to Rice. They had a huge lead. How, you ask? Let's just say Tennessee wasn't following the bars. All right, last roll of the evening. We already know where he's going, so we don't need to roll this. And you guys have a great night.
Yep.
All right, Washington,
Well,
Rice, Cream State, USC, and Cal. We'll just get Rice out of the way, get Cream State out of the way. This is the worst roll ever. He is headed to Cal. Congratulations, Raju. But we are going to re-roll that until Cream State ends up on top.
Yeah, so if you guys were curious, this was the trial week, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Because Baylor got a recruit and I lost too. So
we're going to restart recruiting, just like everybody wanted to. And hopefully it works out better for us as commissioners and we can rig it a little bit more on the back end because this is ridiculous.
You ever start a new dynasty and then make a mistake in week 1 and you're like, I'm just going to start over? No, just me? All right. Yeah.
That's this. All right. You guys don't need to hear from us anymore. If you have questions, contact Tristan.
Yep. And the leaderboards will probably be up.
Yes. Contact Nathan for those, but he said he would get them done either tonight or tomorrow night.
So hopefully before too long tomorrow. I know he's busy celebrating being the number 1 team in the NFL ranking. So there's
that. Day for him.
And we will post an announcement once your week 2 points are ready to be entered. They will roll over, but as you saw, the players that committed, if you were recruiting any of them, you will not reassign those points unless you do it manually. So you want to you'll want to get on top of that.
All right. Roll the boat. Sky Yuma. Go.